Hello everyone. Before we get started with the actual content, let's take a few minutes to discuss what we're going to cover in this course. Here we're going to learn advanced Scala topics to take you from having only a basic knowledge of Scala to having a firm grasp of the language and its complex nuances. We'll learn functional and object-oriented aspects of the language and how to fully utilize its power to build robust software with a variety of applications. Although we will cover some language basics to get those who are less experienced up to speed, we'll be focusing more on how to use Scala techniques to make our programs more efficient and easier to maintain. Now, this is actually where we differ from most courses. A lot of courses have a very specific focus or will only teach you the basics of a language, just enough to get you started. Our course, however, will cover a wide variety of topics, from the basics to complex techniques employed in Scala to incorporating other frameworks. Scala is quite unique in that it employs both object-oriented and functional programming, so we'll learn how to use both aspects efficiently and effectively, whereas many courses focus on one versus the other. We'll provide code templates, but it will also employ a mix of over-the-shoulder coding in real time, working through shell-like environments called REPL, and by examining pre-written code. This combination proves very effective and provides a few different ways of learning rather than just one. Now, throughout this course, we're going to learn both simple and complex techniques that Scala employs, and we'll also learn how to apply them towards specific software development. We're going to work through several iterations of a chatbot program, examples incorporating other frameworks, and even write our own DSL, or domain-specific language. The end goal is to have viewers be comfortable using all aspects of Scala to write powerful yet flexible code in a professional setting. Now, we'll start off by installing the software and examining project structure with basic Scala syntax. The goal here is just to get viewers set up and to expose them to what a simple Scala program will look like. Here we'll introduce our chatbot program. After this, we're going to cover some basic object-oriented techniques and features that Scala exhibits. Some of these will be techniques seen in other languages as well, but some will be unique to Scala. We'll apply these techniques to improve our chatbot program. After this, we'll focus on functions in Scala and the more functional aspect of the language. We'll learn some interesting syntax and how to get more out of the functions that we write. After this, we'll explore collections. Collections will be handled a little differently from other languages, so we'll compare Scala to those languages so that we can understand fully how to use collections. Next up, we get into the Scala type system, and here's where things get a little more interesting. Here we'll cover topics such as basics and polymorphism, variants, and we'll explore some advanced types. This will allow us to understand how Scala works at a deep level. Our next topic will be on implicits. Implicits are a really cool feature of Scala, as they will allow us to essentially write fewer lines of code, and will let Scala interpret what we're trying to do and do the work for us. After this, we'll dive deeper into functional programming idioms. We'll also learn how to incorporate a couple of libraries. We'll work with cats and Doobie, and we'll use these in our project to help us achieve interesting results, such as making collections easier to use and writing to databases. Finally, our last lesson will focus on DSLs or domain-specific languages. These are powerful tools that will help us to write custom languages essentially. We'll examine a few, write one of our own to help with testing, and we'll finish up this lesson with a section on kind of where to go after this course and what to do with your newfound skills. So, now that you know what this course is all about, it's time to jump right in. As always, thanks very much for signing up. I'm really excited to guide you through the material, and I hope that you can get a lot of value out of it. So, let's get started with our first lesson.